That light, tentative, almost sigh voice, her warm and soft tone. I'd be lying to myself if I say I don't recognize this feeling for what it is. Thoughts of Lily dancing through my mind. I started anticipating her return. Today has been a most excellent day. I sit listening to Nadamuto's long-winded lectures, my mind wandering far from the scribbles on the dirty blackboard. Since I called Lily, my mind's been drawn to two directions. Both roughly lead to the same conclusion. I started to feel oddly detached from my past life. It's only been a month and a half since I arrived here, yet the school's become a second home. I gained new friends and contacts, managed to get to grips with this school's lifestyle and culture, and become accustomed to the quirks of my classmates. Used to a school where discipline is the norm, rather than the rare exception. It still catches me off guard sometimes when I think on it. The same school that's populated with burn victims, amputees, the blind, the deaf, and all manner of disabilities in between. So when I tried this school to me before I'd first come, I shrugged it off as overactive imagination. Even when I first arrived, I felt like a Dutch, coming to this new strange land for the first time. Maybe how quickly one becomes used to violence and they're forced to live in. Really. Now I've even found someone that can't be entirely spit. What a strange life. Before my mind can wander any farther, though, I find a page of lined paper sits under my attracted face. The garnish bright pink ink has no doubt been pinned by Mishra. Don't look so bored, Achan. The zoo's nearly over. 3-day holiday. Oh right, we get Saturday and Monday off. Can't complain having less school, I suppose. I got my pen at school on the page before currently passing it back over to her. Looking my eyes to the front of class now and then. Window continues scrolling away arcane questions and formulas on the board. Guess he has something planned. Mita takes the paper back and hushes over almost completely, even for her. Her tongue poking out the side of her mouth. She doesn't interpret my expression as suppressed, and is she trying to cheer me up? Student council work with Sachan, of course. You're still not brooding over that, surely. But Achan could have helped us poor lonely girls. I'd lend you a hand for a day if one could be so busy. Oh, naughty, Achan. I was gonna meet Lily with Hanako. I don't know what you've got going through your head. Well, never mind. So Lily's back? Yeah, it's going back on the evening flight with her sister, so she'll be back in school next week. Takes to know it back and it's right. Look at her see a welcome sight. I'm really trying to catch Mish's attention. Budo confidently strides through the gap between the desk in front of the class as his intent gaze focused directly on her. Suddenly he stops running, his tall figure catches in a possibly long shadow over the page. So I take this piece of paper from her and begins to read. Spreading bold, feeling concerned in the class, knowing their complete silence. Of course, it would be the one thing I actually gets their attention during the lesson. At a few seconds staring at the page, he's rolled the paper up into a small tube and light bops Miss over the head with it. Half an hour you can help at a student council. Then you can hold on until then. His face cracked as starting class eruption of laughter. Might as well be awkward, but he knows how to handle it excellently. Life I saw it for it when I was busy stifling my own laughter. Was that one it? No, I think that's one foreigner line. So, the third here that they're not on comes to the land. First half an hour I've been waiting on the time with small tidbits disappointingly shatter. Lily and Curious flight has been delayed, and this rate it'll probably be dark before the plane arrives. Is that one it? No, that company colors are wrong. There's lights flutter left and right, following trigger people in and out to the large glass doors in front of us. Fortunately, no one pays very much heed. Their attention apparently directed toward greater things. Maybe that one is it? I think that's... Wait, hold on. I think that might actually be it after all. It was time for the billboard changes their flight status to disembarking. Later on seeing this honey, not lying was trying to stifle it. The sleep patterns have once again been all over the place. Later, due to a mix of worrying about Hanako and the side effects of my medicines. It's out over there. Look at Hanako and follow her gaze over at door. Hmm? Oh, Lily, they're here. Really? Crawl up to each other in greeting, quickly shuffling over to the side to avoid blocking the passage of others. Lily! Now just forward to hug Lily, a wide smile on her face that being that's all that's needed to see her happiness is Lily's return. Lily simply smiles in return, her voice soft. It's really to meet you again, Hanako. We always give each other a hug. We'll observe after what's happened while she was gone. Returning to Akira. Yo, you're pretty late. There's a really bad storm over the airport. We got trenches for everyone in the car to the door. Let's appreciate the weather here more then. Going back to you too, Lily. Now bring the Lily as I speak. For a long time, neither of us says a word. I wonder what I thought our homecoming would be like. Then it was almost awkward. It was awkward, almost stifling. Well, it was tried to get each other's feelings, not quite sure what should be said. Damn, this is exactly what I'd fear when I thought of trying to move things on forward between us. Lily runs her hand through her fair hair, and awkwardly twirls one of her bangs in her fingers, clearly trying to think of how to best react. Eventually, thankfully, Lily gives a small sigh and breaks the silence. Thank you, Eso. It's good to be back. You okay? You look tired. Oh, you're not re-collecting yourself all that well. She really waves her hand in front of her face, aside of any concern Hanako may have over her. I'm okay, really. Just a bit of jet lag. Weak. You don't have any? Cindy gives a big grin, puffing at her modest chest. It's absolutely fine. It's not fair. Oh well. Shouldn't take you too long to get rid of it. That's right. Is how? Yeah? Don't we have a holiday from school soon? I forgot to mention a reminder this morning. We had a 3-year weekend starting for tomorrow. Completely bumps her elbow lightly and Lily side, grinning. Told you wouldn't miss it. You have something planned? If neither you or Hanako are busy. Got no plans, so something to be appreciated. Hanako? No, nothing. I get the feeling if even Hanako did have plans, she would cancel them outright. That's good. I think we're here to our family's summer house for a bit of quiet over the break. We've rarely used it recently, though, so we have to dust off things for a while while we're there. Oh? Where is it? Up north, in Hokkaido? Something like that. Place practically deserted, so it must be a nice break for you guys. Not coming? Got out of the holiday, I won't sit up with my boyfriend. Lower my eyes are especially her intentions. So they were just cleaning up the summer house for you. That's perhaps a valid conclusion. Both of us here in Akira. Evasive and invasive. Looks like we were right. This is a convenient bonus. Really. Me and the guy left it in a pretty good condition last time we were there. I promise. Now then, I'm out of here. Already? Akira... We turned and walked away, her hand held high. See you in a few days, guys. I can always sigh at her hasty retreat. This will only be a nice place to go. Leaves and leaves as I nod, taking her carry bag in one hand and placing her hand on the shoulder, placing her other on Uncle's shoulder for guidance. We begin to make our way towards the taxi area. After the practice of the past few days, spending a weekend in the country alone with her and Hanako sounds like a dream. The more I think about it, the more sure I am. This will be the right time and place to express my feelings for her. The morning chill wrap itself around my shivering body. I cuffed my hands to just be trying to stave off the cold. It was middle about on the station platform. This building looks rather ill-suited with temperature around us. I can only hope it's indicative of what you expect over the weather to be like at our destination. Damn it, Lily, why do we have to get here so early? Unfortunately, the train schedule is against us. The next train to Hokkaido is 2 in the afternoon. Great. Just great. I pause a moment to wipe some sleep out of my eyes, and Lily promptly takes advantage of the opening. Sure, Pasa. As we get there, it'll be much warmer. Why not take the bullet train? Oh, train's gonna take hours to get us there, and why not take the Shin line before I know this as it goes, and just switch at the end. Certain charmed older trains, wouldn't you agree? I agree if we weren't freezing in the morning cold because we tried to take one. I'm sorry, Asao. Sorry? What for? I was only just taking a normal train. Why to make me feel guilty? All I can do is cover my face with my hand. It's fine, I'm just grumbling. My Hanako, you shouldn't shoulder all the blame yourself. Even without your suggestion, I would opt in for the same thing. Thank you for the quick interception from Lily. Take a quick gander around the station. Aside from us, train platform was all but deserted. Morning dew settling on the empty benches. I guess no one else was masochistic enough to brave the very early morning. Although, if someone was, I noticed the large bags both Lily and Anako brought with them. Just what do you have to pack into those things anyway? Bags? Buzz moment tilts her head in thought. Change of clothing, raincoat, underwear, sleepwear, number of books. I think that's most of it. Makes it sound like I'm prepared. You brought less? Underwear and a pack of cards. That's it. My pills, but never mind that. No pajamas? Damn, I never forgot something. Rub my hairs in frustration, Lily sighs. The clothes you can use there. Kira occasionally goes there after all. Thanks to my parents' clothing is still in storage. I think the only problem with you borrowing a set of pajamas if need be. Thanks. Still, I don't mind sleeping in my normal clothing. For 2 days? Good point. Not really, although 2 days would be borderline. It's more looking at it's that looking even like a little slow would be unacceptable on the presence of 2 girls. Well, these were talking on the station platform, and that sounds from the loudspeakers, loudly heralding our right's arrival. Looking past Lily and Anako, though, the train's well out of sight. A quick check on my watch to see this one we'll be taking. So a 5:30 train was ours, right? Correct. Either you want me to take your bags? Mine's not exactly heavy. I might. That's very gentlemanly of you, Asao. I accept too reluctantly now. At least put up some resistance. Be like, oh, actually, I don't know. But, I don't know. Have some modesty about it, jeez. So I bent out to pick up Lily's large bag. I look up to see Anako picking up hers. You're fine with that? Certain lads only answer, so I get the feeling that by the end of the trip's end, we rarely count every sentence she said on one hand. She's only said like one sentence so far, so I don't really get to count. Just let it point out. With the morning landscape passing by the window and the occasional rattled the train bumping the carriage around, I try to focus my attention on the aging playing cards held in my hands. We'll raise you 5. I turns her face up and leans over Lily conspiratoriously. The two exchanging a few whispered words. Considering how often this happens so far, I'm going to doubt Hanako's grasp of how to play poker. Just to serve Lily's reading, though. And slaying over each page, the only occasional corrections account for the train's bumping and rocking. Collection of chess pieces were used if chips are steadily going anyway, so it doesn't really bother me. Looking around, our carriage is almost empty as the station platform we waited the train for itself on. Only a handful of people can be seen, mostly looking like tourists and couples on holiday. While 2 continue their less than clandestine strategizing. Someone looks over at the seat and stares at me. But he doesn't get to stare at Anako, I simply give him a wave and a smile. Thankfully, he retreats back to his seat and finds me too boring to waste his attention on. I'll see you and raise you another 5. Damn, you got me. I fold. I've been bluffing and she's caught me. Hanging my head, I pushed over a large portion of my winnings. Naga looks seriously delighted. Even if Blake keeps her attention and focus on her reading material, I can see the smirk on her face. They're both extremely pleased. I want to try to work out what Lily's reading, but the cover is too faded to read beyond the fact that it is Roman letters on it. Pity I can't read really bend with the title. What are you reading, Lily? The title looks like it's English. That's right. It's And Then There Were None, an old British story. I could read it to you if you'd like. The fuck-up seemed to take forever. Shut my grumblings, though. I never missed the sight that'd be in store for us once we traveled that long deserted road. It looks more like a farmhouse than the everyday house than I imagined. Small in size and surrounded by trees and bushes. An empty expanse of wheat fields and farming land can be seen as we walk up. The only fencing consisting of old rickety wooden planks. Lily drives home not far away from major cities. And it is a sight that feels antithetical, sure, to the environment I grew up in. The only thing that doesn't surprise me is Western styling. Wow, it's amazing out here. It's wonderful. It's nice to hear. While Kira may have said she kept the house in reasonable condition, it's rare that I might have different standards of reasonable. Like there isn't enough soul for miles. That Kira would be the type to keep to the city. Leaf was about in thought, seemingly recalling almost forgotten knowledge. For many, there's a small town not too far ahead. Other than that, though, there's a largely just old farmland. Kira and I stayed in our parents' house, which was in the nearest city for a while. After they decided we went to a smaller, more easily maintainable house. I find the place in Japan nowadays. It's kind of anachronistic. Well, this town isn't quite a history. Look down the street one last time for getting back to the task at hand. Shall I go in then? I'm parched. So long to get here. Lee gives an enthusiastic nod. Three of us lugging our bags to the house. As we set foot inside, Nako and I start looking around, taking in every detail of where we'll be staying for the next few days. All the artifacts of another life had stopped mid-motion around the house. There's the television guide laying beside the counter was on, the pans and the adjoining kitchen still sitting on the stove. It's a strange feeling, really. It's sort of staring into Kira's life for a brief moment. Probably even a couple of days just since we come. Of course, the more mundane reality is she hasn't cleaned up after herself all that well. Where should we put our bags? I'll show Anako our bedroom. You can put yours here if you like. I mean, I don't have the same bedroom as you two? I feel like that wasn't like meant as like, oh, I don't get to sleep with you. Like, I think I'm getting the feeling you just meant it as like, oh, I don't get a bedroom too, or am I just not? Or is that what he meant and I'm just not? I don't know. Nago flowers into full blush as Lily takes her cheek in her hand. Oh my, how bold. You two. Well, now leave him back here. We'll be sleeping. Well, seeing as we lack a guest room. The convertible futon, huh? Sorry, Isabel. I mean, it's not that big a deal, but like, to have a room would be nice. Is this like, how many rooms does this have? Like, this is like a 2-bedroom, 1 bedroom apparently. 1 bedroom, 1 bath, I guess. Is that what this is? It doesn't seem like very much. We're telling you don't have a guest room. I don't know. I saw eliminating our place at the bottom rung of the Steven location of priorities. I guess there's no choice. Well, there is, you know, because like that one time when we were drunk and we slept in the same room and nothing happened. Is that like no? Does that not apply? Is that not good enough? No, I guess not. Because considering the circumstances, well, A, as far as I know, we didn't bring any booze, so we can't very well get drunk. So there'd be a reason for that. And even if there was, there's this is not a dormitory room, which is like one room, and there aren't like a bunch of other people around. And getting found out is not an issue, and being quiet and all that. And we're also in the middle of nowhere, apparently. Why did I start off on this again? I don't remember. Anyway, Nago leaves the show and not go to their bedroom. So I take a small tour of my own surroundings. I drop my bag on the floor. The kitchen, just like the living room, was fairly modest. The rustic nature of the wooden furnishings drives home just how far away from civilization. During the living room, I decided to try out the television until I get back. Touch the remote, and immediately figures of life. Apparently, it's set to a news channel. I was falling down from exhaustion rather than sitting, and lay back and watch. And watch. And watch. And fall asleep, also. So, I really blinked to wake myself up. Leah and Echo having returned, when I iced their bags. The Katawa night sky visible outside the windows. Looks like I drift off to a sleep. Log on to the wall-mounted clock. It's already 10. You found the television, then? Yeah, it does does feel nice and homey here. I'm glad you like it. You were already out like a light when we came back after unpacking your things, so we didn't have the heart to wake you sooner. Judging for a giggle, it must sound funny when I was asleep. Although we decided not to inquire. There's some dinner waiting for you in the kitchen. Now gives a deep yawn, only just when we're ready to cover her mouth at the last second. My, are you tired? I didn't get much sleep last night. I'm pretty tired too. It was a long walk up here and it's getting a bit late. So you just slept for several hours, I'm guessing. How are you still tired? If that's the case, I suppose we should retire for the night. Good night, Asao. Good night. Night. You know, I just woke up, but whatever. And with that, they quietly turn and walk back to their bedroom. Rubbing my eyes, I sigh. When I feel like get back to sleep after being woken up. Suppose I'll eat something and watch more TV quietly if we're going to bed. Is he still sleeping? I think so. I'm not. I am, however, incredibly tired. It's getting late in the morning. I know that. Like I say, to watch television. I get it from our bedroom. Only because I couldn't get to sleep. Should we wake him? Don't do that, Hako, please. I'd like to sleep a little longer. No, we should leave him. I doubt you want to be working early if you didn't get much sleep during the night. Thank you, Lily. Besides, he sounds so peaceful. We're ashamed to wake him when he's like this. Keep a straight face, Asao. It's not like she cares so much, though. Now could you go get the fridge and fish out what's needed to make lunch? Alright, just vegetables and rice? That should be enough. We'll do something simple, as we can eat in town later. Now puts up on the carpet floor can be heard, moving away from the living room. As I do, I feel Lily's hand gently rest on my chest. I think it's trying to get her not to react, but something about it makes me think she knows I'm awake. Long silence passes. The only thought in my mind is that a gentle stretched hand laying upon my chest. After a certain amount of time, Lily draws her hand. Good morning, Asao. Seeing defeat all too easily, I put myself and rubbed my eyes. How'd you know? Your breathing was off. Well, that makes sense. She couldn't have needed that long to work it out. Knowing her hearing, she likely knew for laying her hand on me. I want to sleep more. You should really go to bed earlier. I heard the television go long into the night. Sorry about that. Medication's been interfering with my sleep for a while now. Even if I'm tired, I actually have trouble sleeping. I'm sorry for bringing it up, Sal. Besides, this is the kind of thing which I wouldn't do. These are two reasonable options. So, when in doubt, save it out. Okay. Well, we could address it. You know, we have addressed it before, but apparently the same thing happened. So, it'd probably be good to address it. But, on the other hand, we could wave her off, which kind of sounds like the better idea. Well, if you think about it. But, like, we wave her off, like, jokingly, ha ha ha, it's not that big a deal. Which is probably the bad idea, actually, because if you do that, you're not really accomplishing very much in the fact of making her not worry. Because whenever somebody does that, like, oh, ha, it's not that big a deal, it's a big deal. Just, come on, just get that out of here. No, it's, like, they say, you can tell when they say, like something's like, oh, it's not a big deal, or, like, something, like, kind of, like, semi, not even sarcastically, but you can, like, tell that it's not really true. Or, like, or someone, like, says they're, like, fine when they're not fine. You can kind of tell, too. So, I think we're gonna address it, because, I don't know, I think it's better than just waving it off. When you worry about more than I do it sometimes, this means I have to sleep longer, that's all. But still, I'd say I look absolutely fine, but I guess what don't let it mean for you. He was side of conversation or trailing off with a amused chuckle, giving up the point. You say so. Do take care of yourself, Sal. Come on, Hako could use some help. She was to protest, but looking to see acquaintances and dispersion in the kitchen. Her hand running across the smooth white walls as she walks. Well, I sit and watch television and attempt to play myself a little more, but it's futile. I don't have anything better to do, so I follow Lee's lead. You know I just said how I thought it'd be the better idea, and I'm coming off that with the feeling that it might not have been the best idea. But, I don't know. So around the corner, I see a Nako lay back's turned, quietly cutting food on the granite-colored counter. I'm truly engrossed to watch her like guiding the knife down carefully with a finger on the cabbage he's cutting. He delivered slowly, but with precision. Seems a little slow, but considering she can't see what she's doing, it's a small wonder she can cook at all, let alone for both her and Nako. Hi, Nako. Billy, want any help? You should really pick better timing, Asao. No, she's trying to focus, and I'm assuming you came up silently because neither of them heard you. No, tact. That's a thing. You should worry about it, Asao, because seriously. Okay. Is that Asao? Ah! And Hanako. Oh, morning, Asao. Lady drew back in surprise at her turning around, immediately drawing Hanako and I to her side. What's, ah. The jug of scarlet falls downward from her pale fingertip. The finger having cut just deep enough to draw blood. Television sound of masking footsteps. She must have noticed me coming. Comes to everything use touch to guide everything she does during cooking. She must need to take extra attention. Lily. Don't worry, Nako, it's a small wound. You should get a band-aid on it at least, until it stops bleeding. First I said we'd be in the bathroom, right? I think so. You be okay here, Nako? Her friend had a little heat she's paying to herself, and Nako was a quiet, almost automatic nod. It's fine. I can keep making lunch. Well, you worry me sometimes, seriously. An awkward silence reigns as I set the bottle of antiseptic and box of band-aids on the side of the sink. Lily's finger held out for me to treat. The little bottle comes with a minimum of resistance, and a small ball of cotton I soak in a liquid sends a pale green. Okay, hold still. Let's probably hurt a bit. She gives a small nod to take hold of her hand to steady it. We'll turn in a second, much sure. I gently bring the dampened wad to the small red line.